Hello. Say hey when you're here. Let me know when you hop on. I am not selling anything today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why I joined Paparazzi. I'm going to tell you about my story, kind of how I got to where I am today. Hello, hello. Hi. Say hey when you're here. Share this video, guys, even though I'm not selling anything. We'll still do a share giveaway because you never know who might need to hear this story, who it might help. So please post this on your profile still. Invite your friends on. You can tag them in the comments because you never know maybe who will identify with it, who needs to hear it. So you never know. So I'm going to get started in 1 second. I'm going to post this in my VIP group and on my business page. Say hey when you're here. Let me know when you hop on. I have not worn lipstick in a very long time, and I feel real fierce with it on, I'm not going to lie. I feel like, bam. Oh, wow. Look at those lips. So say hey when you get here. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Becky. Hello. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to come on today. I was gonna talk about my story, or I was gonna do a live sale today, but I decided I wanted to talk about my story, why I joined. Hi, Debbie. And kind of give you guys like a background on me. I know some of you have heard it before, but you know, things always change and it's always evolving. So I thought, why not come on and chat. So I'm going to put this on my page. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Like I said, invite your friends on. You can still share this because, like I said, you never know who might need to hear, you know, whatever it is that I'm talking about. You know, maybe it'll help someone. So, I joined Paparazzi in 2017. I joined March 9th, 2017. So almost 4 years now, which is crazy. I cannot believe how long I've been with the company. Can't stay long. Oh, well, thanks for hopping on. So it's been 4 years almost, which is nuts. Time really, really flies when you're having fun, right? And I basically joined because I wanted some extra money. I had been seeing a couple girls selling paparazzi, and I was like interested. I hadn't shopped the products, but I was like looking for extra money, right? So I was working full-time at a salon. I had been there for like 5 years. I was a master stylist, like top of the rank stylist there. I was really good at what I did. I had a good following, loved what I did, but I was miserable because I was leaving my son all the time. My son was like 9 months at the time. When I joined Paparazzi, he was right around 9 months. So I was miserable leaving him all the time. I always had wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but like it really wasn't an option because in this economy, it's not really an option to be a stay-at-home mom. So I was kind of just looking for something for some extra money. So I was working with a makeup company, direct sales, and I wasn't happy. The products were overpriced and not something that I was happy with anymore. Hey Kay, hey Sammy. So I like makeup, but I'm not a makeup connoisseur. I don't do a ton of makeup. Football, what's your team? I haven't watched football in a while. I only watch football with my dad really anymore. So I I kind of was like talked into it by like an extended family member, and so I kind of joined because I was like, yeah, I'll join, like I'll help you, for like the makeup company, not Paparazzi. And so I wasn't really happy. I didn't really like it. I wasn't in love with the products. I liked some of them, but it was really overpriced. I felt like I was always begging for sales. Thanks. I literally have like no makeup on today. I have Dallas Cowboys, that's my honey's team too. I have blush, bronzer, eyeliner, mascara, and lipstick on. That's all I have on my face. And I have, it's Mary Kay lipstick. I've never worn it before. I got it, someone gave it to me as like a favor. It's called Muscade Nutmeg. I was like, thanks. I've never worn it before. I really like the color. It matches my top real nice, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's all I have on because my eyebrows are microbladed, so I don't have to do anything with them. But yeah, I feel like so fancy in my lipstick. So yeah, I don't really do anything with makeup. I don't know any fancy makeup things. I like their skin line. Yeah, I really like their skin line. It wasn't Mary Kay that I was working with either. But yeah, so I just felt like the products were overpriced. But the biggest thing for me was that I was like begging for sales because it was a more expensive product, and people aren't going to buy makeup every day of their lives or even every month. Like, it's not going to happen. So I felt like I was always begging people for sales, and so it was really hard for me. So I ended up leaving the makeup company. I resigned. And I joined another makeup company just because it was kind of like what I knew, I guess. And then that makeup company actually closed. It was like a brand new makeup company, and I guess everything wasn't like legit with that makeup company. And they ended up closing. My nose ring was like twisted a little. So they ended up closing, and so I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why do I have such poor taste in judgment here? Hey, Anne. So then I saw Paparazzi. I saw this girl selling Paparazzi, and it was like brand new to have live sales. Like, that was like not a thing to be Facebook Live. Like, that was like brand new feature, like day one brand new feature. Like, that wasn't a thing. So I was like, first of all, what the hell is this? It says live, and I was like, what is that? So so I like stopped scrolling immediately, and I was like, I want to see what this is. So I'm like watching her, and all she's doing is showing this jewelry, right? And I'm like, I'm a sucker for jewelry. Clearly, I have 3 holes in my ears. I always wear jewelry. I'm like, I'm sucked in right now. Hi, Jackie. Hey, Charlie, what's up? Hi, Barb. My eyebrows are microbladed. Yeah, literally the best money I've ever spent ever. Like, you can't tell from far away. They're literally amazing. And it's all like tattooed. Yeah. So it's like microbladed. They look like eyebrow strokes here. Like, none of that is real hair. And then like underneath here, none of that is real. None of that is real. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's like the best money I've ever spent in my whole life. Hi, Belinda. So yeah, highly recommend microblading. I went to a girl, Albona Kabishi, amazing. She's in Archbold. I can send you her info. She's the best ever. Um, so yeah, I was like, okay, what is this Facebook Live thing, right? So I like stop scrolling. Hi, Melissa. And I'm like, please, guys, share this video onto your profile, please, and thank you. So I'm watching her, and she's like slinging bling like nobody's business, right? And all she's doing is showing pieces. She's like, look at this ring. She's like, isn't it pretty? She shows that it's like stretchy, and she shows that it's a ring, and she tells them that it's green with butterflies. And people are like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And I'm like, okay, tell me more. And so I'm watching, right? I'm watching what she's doing, and I'm seeing, and I'm adding it up, because she's like, she's saying like, okay, everything's $5. It's lead and nickel free, so if you have sensitive skin, you should be fine. Like, you shouldn't have allergies and blah blah blah. So I'm like, I have sensitive skin. I'm allergic to nickel, right? I had my ears pierced, legit side story. Had my ears pierced more than 10 times. My first hole, because I didn't know that I was allergic to nickel, and I kept having them re-pierced, 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 because I kept getting infected and closed, because I kept getting it done at Claire's with cheap ass earrings. So yeah, I had my ears pierced more than 10 times. Fun little fact for you, because that's how bad I wanted my ears pierced, and my mom like could not figure out what the problem was. So hi, Susan. Say hey when you're here, guys. Let me know when you hop on, so I'm not talking to myself. Like, interact with me. I don't want to talk to myself, because all I see is my own face here. So I'm like adding it up, right? She's like slinging blink like nobody's business, and I'm adding it up, and I'm like watching this girl for like an hour or two, and I'm like, this girl just made hundreds of dollars. Like, this girl just made hundreds of dollars sitting at home on Facebook showing jewelry. I'm like, I could get into this. Like, I could do this, right? I had a 9-month-old. I'm like, he sleeps once in a while. I could do that while he's sleeping. Like, he sleeps every so often. Like, I could figure this out, right? So I message her, and I'm like, dude, you have to tell me more. Like, I need information on this jewelry, because I just counted, and you just made like bank right now in a few hours. So she sits there and she tells me all the info, right? So 45% commission on every piece you sell. I'm like, every piece, no matter what. Like, you don't have to hit ranks. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, 45%. Hi, thanks for hopping on. Yeah, I was gonna go live and sell today, and I was like, you know what? I have not done my story in so long. It's a new year. Like, I'm gonna celebrate my anniversary in a couple months. Like, I wanted to come on and kind of chat with you guys. It's been forever, and you know, why not, right? So 45% commission on every single piece you sell, right? So I'm like, okay, that adds up real quick. You don't have to be at any certain rank. And everything's $5 across the board. So I'm like, okay, like, that's pretty freaking cool. Like, how do you join, you know? And I had never met this girl in person before. I knew her from the first company that I was with. Like, I never met her, but she was on the team that I was on. Like, we had both signed up under the same person, but we had like no connection. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't know her. I just knew that she was like in the same team group that I was in for the first company I was with. So like, that's how we were Facebook friends. So I'm like, well, how do I sell this? Like, what do I do? So she's like, well, here's my website link. You just go on and, you know, like, just read about it, you know? She's like, here's like, all the kits will be on there. You can just read all of it. So I read all of it, and I was like, this is like super interesting. But I was really nervous about joining a direct sales company again, because like the first one, I was like begging for sales. I was always on my phone. Like, I was like miserable with it. And then the second one that I joined ended up closing in litigation, because they were like a scheme, basically. So I was like, really nervous. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to get screwed over. I didn't want to lose money. You know, $100 is $100, especially like when you have a baby, it's a lot of money. So I talked to Tim and I was like, you know, I'm really interested in this, but like I'm nervous. And he was nervous too because, you know, the first company had taken so much time away from me. Like I was like always on my phone, messaging people all the time, like literally begging for sales. Like, you know, can you order this? Like, do you need this? Do you need that? Like, it was ridiculous. Cold messaging people day in and day out. If you don't know what cold messaging is, it just means you literally go through your Facebook and just send people messages when you have never even talked to them before. Like just random people, you just send them messages and try to sell them your products. And it's super rude and it's super arrogant. And that's how I was trained in that company. And I would never do it now because now I know it's super rude and super arrogant. But yeah, so I was doing that like day in and day out, and it caused a lot of issues between us because like I was always on my phone, and like so it kind of took like precedence over him, and so it was like a huge issue, and I didn't realize it at the time, but like looking back on it now, I know like it was crazy, and I felt like I was like in some sort of crazy cult. Looking back on it, like then I didn't know, but now I'm like, oh my god, thank god I didn't drink the damn Kool-Aid. Like, it was crazy. So, anywhooser, so I'm like, hey, Allie. So, okay, so I go to her website, I read all this stuff, and I'm like, this is really cool. Like, I really like the idea of this. The founders were, like, super involved. Like, they're the CEOs. They didn't sell their company out. They're super involved in it. They don't like just pass the buck to other people. Like you know, they were really really involved in it, so I really liked that. I read their mission statement. I read everything because the first company I joined, yeah, Dorothy, right? Dorothy's on my team too, guys. She's part of my downline. So like the first company I joined, I didn't do any research in, right? And the second company I joined, I looked into a little bit. Like I looked at the products and stuff. I looked at the ingredients of the products, but like I didn't look at the whole company. So this one I was like, I'm researching. Like I'm looking at everything. So I researched everything. I looked at the company. I looked at the founders. I looked at the reviews online. I looked at like all the things. And so I had talked to Tim about it, and I was like, you know, like it's $100. Like our bills were paid. Like we were making it by, but like we didn't really have a lot of spending money, you know. So I was like, I really want to do this, like, so we went back and forth about it for a while, and a couple weeks later, like I watched her a couple other times, like I'm like, maybe it's a fluke, like let me see how she does a couple more sales, right? So I watched a couple more sales. I like stalked her page for a while, like not low key at all, like high key stalked everything she did for like 3 weeks. Legit. And I was like, all right, so your husband knows my family? You're from here? That's so funny. So like, yeah, high key stalked her. And I was like, okay, this is not a fluke. Like, this is real life. Hi, Karen. I'm like, this is legit. Like, she's making money. So like, I added up what she made in a couple weeks, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like, conversation's over. I want that. Livingston Manor in New York, and he knows my family? Oh my goodness. How? That's so funny. I forgot. I knew that's where you lived too. I knew that's where you lived. Yeah, so I'm like, no. I'm like, this girl just made like a lot of money in the last couple of weeks. And so I'm doing this. So I told him, I'm like, dude, look at like this, like I wrote it all down, right? As she's selling stuff, I'm like, this is what I saw her sell. Like, I don't know if she sold anything else behind the scenes. But I'm like, this is what I've witnessed her sell in the last couple of weeks. Like, I'm doing this. And he's like, all right. He's like, He's like, let's get the money together, you know, you'll join next week. Like, we'll do it, you know, absolutely. He was 100% supportive. He was like excited for me. He's like, you're gonna do it. So I was like, yeah, man, so excited. I was stoked. So, the next day, this was March 8th. We agreed on it. The next day, I got paid. Well, I got paid March 9th. And what set me over the edge? Okay, I got paid, and my niece's birthday is March 10th, and I wasn't able. She wanted this doll, and it was probably one of those American Girl dolls. I don't remember what it was, but it was expensive, and I couldn't afford to get it for her because, like, I had bills to pay, you know? Hey, girl, hey! I have to message you. You have to call Paparazzi tomorrow, Christine. We have a kit promo this month. You have to call them and get it situated because you're joining. Okay? You have to call them and get it situated. Christine used to sell and she's coming back. She's joining my team. She used to sell under someone else, but she's joining my team, and so she has to call. And because when you used to be a consultant and you want to be a consultant again, you have to call to join. But we have a kit promo this month, so you have to join. You have to get the free pieces. So I lost my train of thought. Oh, so she wanted this doll and it was expensive and I had to pay my bills. I'm like, I can't get this freaking doll, right? So, Taylor Do It. We have free pieces this month in all the kits. All 3 kits have free pieces. I will remind you tomorrow, I promise. So I ended up getting her like some cheap ass dolls, right? And I felt bad because I'm like, this is what she specifically asked me for and I couldn't get it. So I'm like, I had the worst postpartum depression, so I'm like sitting on the couch crying, and I couldn't get her these dolls, and I got paid on March 9th. I always got paid on the 10th and the 25th with my company, like with the hair salon. And so I got paid on March 9th. March 8th was when we agreed that I could join the next week, like when he got paid, because he got bigger paychecks than me, so he was gonna buy my kit for me. And I was gonna get the $2.99 kit, which is like a good, it's the medium kit, and it's got a lot of stuff in it. And of course, me like needing, you know, to join when I want to join, and I want it now, you know, because that's who I am, right? Who is that? Veruca? I want it now. So I joined. Guess who didn't get paid? PP&L, my electric company. Sorry, not sorry. Didn't pay yet because I joined Paparazzi. Whoops. Joining changed my life. Honestly, my kids had the best Christmas this year because of it, and we can afford. Thank you. Yes. Your husband joins in on your lives. That's so funny. Who does he know in my family? That's so funny that he knows my family. That's hilarious. So yeah, I was like, you know what? Screw these damn lights. I'm joining this company. They're not going to turn me off over 1 month, right? I was like, as soon as this kit comes in, like, I could sell these pieces. Like, I have, like, hustler mindset. So I was like, I could sell these pieces. I could reinvest in this jewelry, get more jewelry, pay the bill, and get more jewelry. Oh, my goodness. That's so funny. I'll have to message you afterwards. That's me. I'm not kidding you. That's always been me. Like, when I want something, I want it. Like, not a joke. Like, Tim even tells me, he's like, you're the hardest to get, like, Christmas and birthday presents and stuff for, because when you want something, you just get it. And even now, like, especially now, because, like, I can just come up here and, like, sling a couple things, like, just sling some bling and go get what I want. He's like, you're the hardest to buy for because you just don't, you just buy what you want. Like, you just, when I want it, I want it. Like, I don't wait for it. I'm like a spoiled little, I'm a self-spoiled brat. Like, it's horrible. So, I'm like, definitely Veruca, for sure. Need to make sure I have a good setup first. Yes, so lighting is key. But I mean, you know these things from already being with the company. Um, you literally just need a little setup, just what your phone can see. You don't need anything like amazing. Like, I have a whole bedroom dedicated to it because I have a 3-bedroom house. You don't have to have what I have. I should put a tiara on, right? When I talk about this, that'd be really funny. I don't have any patience to wait for it. Like, if I order it online, I'm like, why is it not here? I ordered it 5 minutes ago. Like, where is it? Yeah, and if I like something, I do that all the time when I order stuff with Paparazzi. I'm like, one for you and one for me. Like, I keep stuff all the time. Clearly, I keep stuff all the time. I have like bins full of jewelry. It's horrible. I have jewelry all over the place. It's absolutely terrible. And the best part is I buy my jewelry for wholesale, so I'm not even paying $5 for my own jewelry. I'm paying wholesale pricing, which is amazing. So it's really, really funny. Yeah, so I'm literally like a spoiled little brat when it comes to wanting stuff. So I decided I'm not going to pay my electric bill and I'm just going to order my kit. So I have 270 people on my team. Not to say that they're all active. A lot of people dropped off this year with coronavirus, but I believe my number is 270 in my downline. So with the coronavirus, a lot of people dropped off because shipping backed up a lot, because, you know, they had to drop a lot of staff at a warehouse for a while because of social distancing. And then Paparazzi being the amazing company that they are, honestly, I love this company, which is why I'm still with them 4 years later. I absolutely love the company, the founders, the company, everybody. They actually obtained another warehouse so that they could keep their staff and try to keep shipping somewhat on track. They actually obtained another warehouse. They split the jewelry between 2 different warehouses to try to ship jewelry a little bit faster and not have it backed up so bad. At one point it was backed up to like 4 weeks from the date that you ordered to the time that it shipped. Normally it takes only like 72 hours to ship out. But yeah, so they actually obtained another warehouse to try to ship to us faster and try to keep their staff on so that people weren't losing their jobs during this. So they're a really great company. You don't have to think about it after we found out I wasn't allergic to it. Exactly, yeah, and a lot of people can wear it. I get messages all the time that this is like one of the only, costume style jewelries that they can wear because a lot of it is made with nickel because it's so cheap to make with nickel. And it's really nice to be able to wear jewelry that is a really affordable price, and you don't have to worry about your ears swelling up and being itchy and uncomfortable 5 minutes after you put them in your ears. So so I joined, and my kit came really quick. The kits are prepackaged, so they're prepackaged with exclusives. So what's in the kit is like stuff that consultants that are already consultants can't order. So you're kind of starting off like a step above people that are already consultants because the stuff that's in there are kit exclusives. So it's new consultant exclusives. I feel like I have like a hair here that's like itching me. They're new consultant exclusives. So that's stuff like if any one of you join, I wouldn't be able to order things that are in your kit. So it kind of gives you a leg up to get new customers. And then after you sign up with your kit, you choose when you want to order, how much you want to order, all that kind of stuff. So the kit is the only thing that's prepackaged. After that, you choose everything. Yeah, better quality than a lot of like Walmart, Claire's, all those places. And like this necklace here, I feel like if you go to like a department store, you're gonna pay like $25, $35 for it. It's $5. This is a $5 necklace, and it comes with earrings. I don't know where I put the earrings, but the earrings look like this, but they're like a smaller piece. They'd probably be like this size, and they look like a black chain link, like this size on a fish hook. So you're getting a necklace with earrings for $5. You'd probably pay like anywhere from $20 to like $35 at a department store for a necklace like this, and it would probably break in a couple weeks. and it most likely has nickel in it. So you're going to have a really good deal with Paparazzi. Um, so yeah, it's honestly, it's not even like a thought process in my mind, um, at all, ever. So yeah, you said how many people are on my team. That's how I got off on that tangent. I'm like, where did that even come from? But yeah, a lot of people fell off with the coronavirus. Some people join and just decide it's not for them. Every company has people that it's really for them and it's really not for them. Like a lot of people with the first company that I was with eat, sleep, and breathe. You know, they love that company and it just wasn't for me. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, we have really great customer support. We have really great consultant support. Our founders are very involved. When we reach ranks, they call you personally, congratulate you. We have like 400,000 consultants. I mean, obviously, not all of them are active, but they call you personally. If you don't answer, they leave you a voicemail. They send you Christmas gifts. They send you birthday. Like, they send me flowers every year for my birthday. You know, they send you Christmas cards. Like, they're very involved with the company. There's all different ranks. Like, you don't have to grow a team to make money. There's like life of the party, which is ranks you can make for yourself personally without, yeah, you got a text. See, they send out text messages too. There's life of the party, which is a personal rank. You don't have to grow a team to make the life of the party ranks, which you get perks for life of the party. You get all different kinds of free jewelry. There's certain life of the party like parties. I know, like at convention, they have private life of the party parties with the founders that you can only go if you're a life of the party. You know, and then there's like different ranks if you decide to grow a team. But like the nice thing is that if you grow a team with Paparazzi, it's a different compensation plan. So you're always going to make your 45% commission with Paparazzi selling your pieces, whether you have a team or not, you know, like, so you don't have to have a team. Johnette, my soul sister, hi. So like, you don't ever have to grow a team if you don't want to. You can buy and sell your jewelry and make tons of money. Like I said, that girl within a couple of weeks, she had made like over $1,000. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? Hi, Mom. So, yeah, I was like blown away by that. So you can literally buy and sell jewelry without ever having to grow a team. Like if you don't want to be a team leader, that's not something you have to do to make money. If you grow a team, then you can grow a team, and that's a different compensation plan, and then you make another paycheck from Paparazzi. So it's two totally different things. But going back to like my whole story there, so I joined, and then he came home and he's like, you know, I was really thinking about it, and you know, I know how like you don't really, he was working, right? And he's like, I know how you hate to wait for things, and like I told you, next week you can join with the $299 kit. He's like, but you know, he's like, I have $100 now, and he's like, I think it, you know, if you want to join now, you can just join now with like the $100 kit, and then you know, we can just next week when I get paid, we'll just place like another order for you. Because he knows me so well, and he's like, I know she's not gonna wait. That bitch ain't gonna wait till next week. He's like, I know her, and she's not gonna wait. So yeah, so he comes home from work. It was like 11:30 at night, the same day that I joined. He had no idea that I joined. I didn't tell him. And he's like, you know, I know you're not gonna want to wait till next week, and you know, and he didn't know that I got paid a day early, right? And he's probably thinking like, she's gonna get paid tomorrow, and blah blah blah. So so he's like, you know, if you want to join with the $99 kit, like you can join with that kit, and then we'll just place like a big order next week, and you know, because there's more jewelry in the $299 kit. So I'm like, that's so sweet of you. Oh my God, you're so nice. So I was like, it's really funny that you said that, because I already joined. So I was like, yeah, I already joined. I bought the $99 kit. I got paid a day early, and he's like, you're unbelievable. You're absolutely unbelievable. He wasn't mad. He's just like, you're unbelievable. Like, it's just absolutely unbelievable. So, he's like, well, I was planning on giving you $100. So why don't you, just place an order for like $100? So I went on and I was like, I looked at like the website and everything. Cause as soon as you order your kit, you can order jewelry. Like, you can go back on and order whatever you want off your website. You have a free website for life. So your website, your customers can order from it, and that's where you order your jewelry too. So like when your customers go there, they see a $5 price. When you go there, you see a $2.75 price, your wholesale price. So he's like, just use my card and just order like $100 worth of jewelry. So I went on and I was like looking around, and so I ended up ordering like 40 more pieces of jewelry. And hey, Nicole. So I was like, hell yeah. So I looked around. I ended up ordering like 40 more pieces of jewelry, because when you order 10 pieces of jewelry with Paparazzi, they give you one piece for free. It's called a hostess reward. So it's like a loyalty thing. So every 10 pieces you order in the same order, you get one free piece. So I told him, I'm like, it was like 30, I don't know, it was like 36 or 37 pieces was like $100. And I was like, but if I get 40 pieces, then I get 4 free pieces. And he's like, whatever, just do it. So I ended up ordering 40 pieces, and then I got 4 free pieces, so I got 44 pieces. And then my starter kit was going to be coming in, and that was 35 pieces plus like all the starter kit, like business whatever. Hey, Jess. So all that stuff was gonna come in, and it was funny because my order actually came in like the same day as my starter kit, or like the day after, or the day before, or something. They ended up coming like right around the same time. So I ended up going live with the both of them at the same time. So I ended up having like 80 pieces ish to go live, my first live with, and I sold like almost all of it in my first live. And I was like, holy guacamole. Like, that's crazy. So, and I had nothing. I didn't have this. The upstairs of my house needed to be remodeled when we bought our house. Our downstairs was nice. They had put in a new kitchen. They had like all this knotty pine, like beautiful wood walls put up. Like, it's like beautiful. Like, it looks like a rustic cabin. Like, it's beautiful. But the upstairs they didn't touch. So like we had like a 70s bathroom. It's like all green with like it had a green toilet. It had a green shower, a green sink, like a green floor, pink walls. I'm like, what is this? So yeah, the whole upstairs needs to be remodeled. So I'm like, I got all my stuff in. I had no lights. I had no phone stand. I had no tripod. I had no nothing. So I had my boxes that came in, my starter kit and my first box of jewelry. I took like 5 books and stacked them on my dining room table. I leaned my phone against them, right? So I told you I have knotty pine walls downstairs, like a hunting cabin. So yellow, everything looked yellow because I had no lighting, and we have like the chandelier over the dining room table, and it has like the old world globe around it, around all 5 of the lights, so more yellow. Yeah, so all of my jewelry looked yellow. So I sat at my dining room table for my first live. I had my phone leaning against all these stacked books. So it was like this angle here, the nice double chin look. And it was like me trying to show jewelry here like this. It was very nice. It looked so good. I had no lighting whatsoever, and it was horrible. But it just goes to show, if you show the jewelry, it will sell, because I sold almost 80 pieces. I sold almost all the jewelry that I had sitting at my dining room table, with a newborn next to me in his little rocker on the floor. You know, like the little bouncer swing thing, and horrible lighting and all the things. I had nothing. I had nothing prepared, nothing at all, and I sold almost all my stuff. And so I went right back on and I ordered all the, you know, everything, because like the rule of thumb, obviously you're selling inventory, so you need to order what you're selling. So however many pieces I sold, I ordered. And I just kept that going. And then I started looking at trainings and stuff, and then I realized, like, okay, so if I sell, you know, so if you sell 20 pieces, you're supposed to order 20 pieces, right? Like, that's how it goes, so that you never have less inventory. And then I'm like trying to figure out, okay, like, how do I build my inventory then? So then I was looking into it, and then there's like all different trainings on like the 90 and 90 and like all different stuff. So I was looking into all these different things, and um, so then I started doing all the different trainings, and then I started reinvesting all of my money for a little while that I was making to just build my inventory. So I reinvested everything after like the first initial, like I paid myself back for the starter kit so that I could pay my electric bill that I didn't pay to buy my starter kit. But after that, I put everything back in for like 90 days to build my inventory. And the more that I was live all the time. Like I showed jewelry constantly so that I could keep moving stuff, so that I could keep getting more stuff in. I was like addicted, like legit addicted. And so I just kept going live, kept showing the jewelry, and every chance I had, like when my son was asleep, it didn't matter. Like if he was napping, if he was in bed, like I just showed it. If he was working, like whatever. Whenever I had spare time, like to myself, like I didn't take family time away like I did with my first company. You know, like I still had my family time. I spent my time with my son. I spent my time with my family. So I didn't take family time away. But when I had spare time, I was live. Like I was doing the things that I needed to do. I was talking to all my clients at work about it. I was bringing in pieces to show like my coworkers, like all the things. So then I started, I reinvested for 90 days, and people were just joining because, like, how I did. Like, I joined because I saw that girl selling, and I saw how much she was selling. So I joined because I was like, dude, that girl's making bank. So that's when people started joining me. And I was ranking up pretty quick because I wasn't trying for people to join me. I was just selling, and people were joining me because I was selling. So hi Ashley. So people were joining me because I was selling, and so I started ranking up because people were joining me because I was selling. And so those people were ordering and selling, and people were joining them because they were ordering and selling. So you see how it was going? Like people were ordering, selling, joining. And that's literally how it goes. Like that's literally how it goes with paparazzi. Like I'm not selling you on this right now. Like I'm telling you my story. That's all I'm doing. When you show this jewelry, it sells. And if you're my customer, you know that that's all I do is I sit here, I BS with you guys while I'm live, I give you a number, and I show you the piece. That's it. I don't have to talk you into it. I don't have to be like, you need this piece because you have a purple top at home. Like, no, I don't know what's in your closet. I don't know what your style is. I don't know why you need this piece. Like, I don't have to sit there and message you and ask you if you need to buy makeup, ask you if you need to buy a necklace because you have a wedding to go to, right? Like, I don't need to do these things. I show it and it sells. And if you guys watch me, you know that that's the truth. And that's how I grew my team. That's how I still grow my team. That's how my team still grows their teams. So that's how in 4 years I've gotten to 270 teammates. And like I said, people drop off all the time. It happens. They're not meant to be on my team. I'm not going to chase them because they're not meant to be on my team. If I can help them, if they need help, then I'll help them. But if they're not meant to be and they don't want to stay, I'm not going to force them to stay. So anyways, people were joining. I was ranking up. They were ranking up. All the things. And then it was like ups and downs for a while because like then I had my son's first birthday and I was really busy with my son's first birthday. So I barely did anything in June at all. a couple months after I joined. I barely did anything with his birthday because um, I barely did anything with Paparazzi in June because of his first birthday. I was really busy with his first birthday. It was super emotional for me. Like I said, I had really bad postpartum depression. Um, so I just kind of like fell off the wagon for a while with Paparazzi. And then, so once July came after his birthday was over, um, I went back and um, basically started all over again. And so then we had ups and downs and ups and downs, and then I hit producer, and then I stayed at that rank for a couple of years. I want to say I was at that rank for like 2 years, and Courtney's my upline. Um, so I stayed at that rank for a couple of years, and then finally we just reached premier producer a couple months ago. Like, I was stuck at producer for a long time, because, like I said, people come and go, and there's nothing you can do about that. There's no, if you are trying to force someone to stay, you're always going to be forcing them to work. So there's no, if they don't want it, they're not going to ever want it. This is a business where you're your own boss, and if you don't want it, no one else can make you want it. So, you know, this is something that I've always wanted. This is something that I've enjoyed since the day that I joined. But this is not something that everyone's always going to want. It's not something that everyone's always going to enjoy. So, I help everyone that's on my team. It doesn't matter if they're, my first or if they're my 7th line down. I'll always help them. But if they don't want to stay, I can't really force them to stay. So, fast forward, we get past my son's birthday, and I start all over again. We reach all these ranks, we're getting up there, team's growing, and like I said, then we're just like, we're maintaining. We're not really growing, but we're maintaining, and we're doing really good, and we were there for like 2 years. And then I was like, you know what? I'm getting really complacent. Like, I am the reason that we're not moving, because I'm just here. I'm just happy. I'm the reason that we're not moving. So then I decided, like, I need to step my game up. I need to do whatever. So, yeah, she's like one of my best friends. After I joined, I actually met her in person. Because, like I said, I didn't even know her in person. I have, like, I don't know. I think I got water in my ear in the shower, and, like, my ear is really bothering me. I know I got water in my ear, but I thought I got it all out. I'm gonna have to do, like, the pool hop, where you hop on one foot. It's, like, itchy. But, yeah, so I actually finally met her in person after I joined, and we've been best friends for, like, years now. But, yeah, so, like I said, we were stuck for a while, and I was like, what is the deal with my team? Like, I'm sitting here blaming my team. Like, why are they not doing this? Why are they not doing that? And it took me a while to, like, reflect and realize that it's me. I'm the reason, like, I can't rely on anyone but myself. And I realized that it was kind of like I sat back and was, like, relying on them to do all the things, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm training them, and yeah, I'm doing those things, but, like, I'm, like, being a team leader, but I'm not, like, working like I used to, you know what I mean? Like I was in the beginning. Like, I'm just complacent. Now I'm just, like, riding the roller coaster. Like, I'm just in the back seat, you know what I mean? So once I realized that, things started picking back up for me again, and I started kind of changing that around, and within, like, 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, we ended up getting up to the next rank. So it's all about hard work and dedication, perseverance. Now, with the coronavirus, things have been up and down and up and down and up and down. December was our worst month ever as a team, ever in 4 years. December, I don't even know. December was crazy. I have not had a month like December in the 4 years that I've been with this company. So we're just wiping the slate clean. I'm starting all over again. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on. It was just not a good month for anyone. With Christmas, the coronavirus, it just was like not the month for anyone. So we're just starting all over again, and we're rebooting, and we have a team training today at 4 o'clock. And I've been doing team talks with them. I just did one not yesterday, the day before, and went over some things. And I do trainings with them. I have a private team training group with them, and I just work with them. I have a text program with them, and we're like our own little family. We work together. We talk about whatever needs to be talked about. We go over whatever needs to be gone over, and like I need them as much as they need me. So my why has changed over the years. I joined because I needed the money. I really wanted the extra money, and then it's changed. I love my team. They're like my family. It really has changed over the years. I needed the money, and then I got companionship. I got great friends. It's been a roller coaster of ups and downs, but it's been amazing, and I really wouldn't change it, like, for anything. It's really impacted my life for the better. I've met so many people. I've traveled. I went to Las Vegas. I went to New York City. I went to Philadelphia. I went on an airplane for the first time. I mean, there's so many things that I've done and seen that I never would have done if it weren't for paparazzi. I never would have gone on an airplane. That's just insane. Like, absolutely insane. If you know me, like, that's not something I ever would have done. I was like crying in the airport. I was like so scared that I was gonna like crash and never see my child again. Oh man, it was so crazy. But there's just so many things that I've done, and this company has allowed me to do. Like to have the money to go to Las Vegas for a week, 2 years in a row. And it would have been 3 years in a row if we didn't have the coronavirus. To have the money to go to Las Vegas across the country for an entire week is like, what? I bought a brand new car, 2019 Chevrolet Equinox. I've never had a brand new car before. Like all these crazy things that never ever would have happened in my life. And it's all because of paparazzi. Like all these things that I'm able to do. I left my job 6 months into paparazzi. Hard work, dedication. I left my job. I was able to become a stay-at-home mother and not have anyone else raise my kid, and not have to have him in daycare, not have to have babysitters. I was able to be home with him 24/7 and not have to worry about that. 6 months into this company, that's all it took. And I've been home ever since, and I don't have to worry about anything ever again because I have this company. During a pandemic, I don't have to worry about going out and contracting this virus because I have a company that I can work for from home. My packages come right to my house, and I can send my packages out right from my house. Like I don't have to worry about interactions and all the craziness that's going on with this virus. Like I don't have to worry about any of that because I have the opportunity to work here and do everything right here in the comfort of my own home. And my child doesn't have to leave and go out, and I don't have to worry about him contracting this virus because we're here. I work here. I don't have to worry about me bringing home the virus from working in a hair salon in the mall with hundreds of people in the mall every single day. Like I don't have to worry about any of that because I'm here with him all the time. So it's just so many things have happened and changed, and it's just crazy. Like, hard work, dedication, you put your mind to it, like, it doesn't matter. You can do anything. I mean, I'm proof of that. Like, you can do literally anything. Um, it's just crazy to think about all the things that I've accomplished, um, from home, from this bedroom full of jewelry with $99 and hard work. It's absolutely insane. So, anyways, hopefully this helped a few people. Hopefully, I have opened your eyes to some things in my life, and yeah, things are crazy, man. Things are crazy right now. But, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully. And if you guys are interested in joining and you don't want to leave your house and work, maybe I can help you. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you, but I don't mind trying to help if it's something you're interested in. Might help you. Who knows? But you won't know unless you try, because you miss 100% of the chances you don't take. Just saying. So, any hooser, I'm gonna hop off because it's 3 o'clock. We have a team training in 1 hour, and so I'm gonna go cuddle my child for a little while until then. But if you guys have anything you want to chat about, just send me a message. I'm always around, and I'll talk to you soon.